Man, I'm working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it right. Saying, baby, this is all.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hus-Band Show podcast. I am your boy Perry. Got my man Troy in the building.
What up, though? What's happening?
Glad to be here. I guess when he get out the shower, he's a little rusty ass. But so this is gonna be us right here. This is what it's gonna be, us three, and he will be here this time. He actually will be here. But today we want to talk about our husbands and endangered species. I say yes.
I definitely agree, man. I think it's yes.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
get into it. You go ahead.
It's kind of crazy because, you would think we all kind of saw a family structure where there was TV or, in somebody else's family, but we all kind of know what the family should look like.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you fast forward, 40 years ago compared to today, man, some of our young brothers just don't have that same vision anymore, man.
And I think a lot of it has to do with them thinking, people are trying to use them. Not so much providing and giving those provisions that a husband should give, but they feel like they're being like used or getting played and don't nobody want to get played on either side.
And I'm with that. You're right. Nobody want to get played, but at the end of the day, when you start talking about a relationship, you're talking about a partnership. That's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that give may be uncomfortable, but in the beginning, most things are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think our young brothers nowadays, they so worried about keeping their hand balled up that can't nothing else get in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to open that thing up, man, and share some of that.
Gotta
That way
be
you got
vulnerable.
something. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, when your ass get old, when you get in them 70s, and now you don't forget about how you had your hands so tight, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that same woman could be the one that's making sure you eating every day,
Yeah.
making sure
For
you
sure.
can do the simple things, getting in and out of the bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I just think our young brothers gotta get a better vision of what that look like.
Yeah, and not only that, they have to act on it though. Like you can't not want to get married or fearful of getting married because you're thinking about this stigma of you being a chump or simp or whatever all that bullshit is. Dude, you got to put the work in. Like if you want her to be a certain way, bro, y'all got to start talking about that because she gonna want you to be a certain way.
Yeah,
and she gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah.
So I think the numbers are so damn low. This is another reason you can get it all day, and it's so easy.
Social media made that, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of guys don't have the same kind of value or put the right kind of credit in the area in which they should when it comes to that. Because like you said, anybody can get it, man. The reality shows that there is, 10 to 1 some places, 12 to 1 in certain others. So there's way more women than men. So there's always going to be that opportunity.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that those women are becoming your partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as you get older, the partnership become more important than sex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's gonna fade. Like we gonna talk about
today,
that.
And that might be the move right now. But you like a damn fool be in your 40s and 50s, and that's how shallow you are. You know what I mean?
Everything is about sex. That's so crazy. Like, dude, that's like. I mean, we talked about it on an earlier pod about sex in the marriage, but it was really more just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't base a relationship off of fucking sex and sex alone. You're gonna be hard pressed.
And that's why they don't see marriage, because they going into it like, oh man, I got this Instagram looking, chick that you really don't even know what she look like. By the time she take out them eyelashes and drop that hair off her head and all that old shit, you don't really know what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you having a one night relationship every day of your life for 15 to 20 years, there's no deposits being made. So you definitely not gonna have nothing to withdraw.
Exactly. And because I got homeboys that's our age, man, and they want to get married. Like, dude, there's a lot of dudes out here that want to be married. They want the stability. They want that one woman that they know they can put their all into and pour into. But it's like some of the women our age are starting to fall into the bullshit with the social media, with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, baby girl, you're more than your body.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we like looking at this shit. Of course we do. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, you're more than your body, man. It's like you tell a girl, one of my homeboys, single guy, he worked with me, told a girl sit in the picture. First thing she did, turned around, showed her ass. He like, I want to see you, mother. I was trying to make a contact. He was trying to make a contact photo for her.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, dude, I just said, you know what, don't even worry about it. Because she sent me an ass.
I feel bad for a brother, man. That's 50, really, man. I ain't trying to find love, man, because a lot of the women that age, they done been through so much shit. They don't, so you don't know what kind of life done led up to them being single at this point. And then
some
we got
shit
this,
not in their control.
Exactly. Most of it ain't.
Yeah.
You know, when you peel that thing all the way back, man, this is an area that's really dominated by men. You know what I mean? This is truly our fault because we've lost our way in being able to be the leader, you know, when it comes to certain aspects and being able to set the right expectation. So when you talk about a guy in their 50s that, you know, now they want to get married, you know, the first question I ask is, first off, have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's put you in this situation where you 50 years old and you looking for marriage, right?
Yeah.
And then most of the time you find out, I've been married before, it didn't work out. And that happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a part of life. But it's them guys that, nah, man, I ain't never been married. You know, I got 2 or 3 kids, but I ain't never been married. Now you in your 50s and you want to get married.
Right. You
know, there's some traits and some things that was in your past that's now planning, you know, helping with your future.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are some tens or some, you know, some people and some women in their lives that could have been significant others that would have put them on a different path.
Yeah, yeah. And that's back to what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you have to make people do shit. Okay, you might be a girl, and you're like, oh, man, she, you know, all into this damn social media, blah, 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 want to be seen, flaunting and all that stuff like that. Dude, have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to meet the person that you want to be with and, you know, everything just fall into place.
No.
Like, had a conversation like, hey, I don't like this. I'm not comfortable with this. Like, you know, why don't we try to work on this and that? Like saying husbands are an endangered species. Like, I guess you can say it falls more on the man. It really does.
I'm telling you, man, because if the men, the women do have a big percentage in my mind too. But if the men decide we're going to change our game, right? If the men decided to go back how I used to be in the 60s, right? When you actually had the quarter woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I call them damn R&B songs, and you know, it was created off of those vibes.
But we old and corny for that, so you got to look at how they thinking.
Yeah, but look how we live, right?
Okay,
so
all right,
old and corny ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Old and corny ain't bad. You know what I mean? So, but if the younger guys get back to actually courting and not just sending a text message or an instant message or whatever that shit is, you actually get to have a conversation and date and get to know the person, right? The women will fall in line with what we want without even asking.
Yeah. If they see you got it in you.
You know what I'm saying? If a chick really into you and they know, you know what, this is what I really want to do the rest of my life, then they will start to change their ways to help better your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they looking at your vision of this dude want to just play video games, you know, he want to hang with his homies all the time, you still doing childish shit.
Yeah.
You gonna get childish results.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't really blame that on the women. That's our fault. You pull your pants up, you know, come at her like a straight up dude, do real shit, you find real results. You know, because there is women out there, all women ain't on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the women ain't showing their ass.
Yeah.
That's just a cop out.
Yeah.
Now, are all these niggas attracted to those women that are? Yep. And that's why they keep picking it. Because all y'all niggas is falling in the same bucket of, oh, she got a big old butt or she got these many followers. Or all right, well, yeah.
Superficial as hell.
Yeah. So as soon as you can't provide for it, guess what? The dude on the next page got it. But it's a chick that go to work every single day, right? Taking care of her business, got good credit, doing all the things that can really be a great wife. We bypass her. Take her on a day that she bored.
Yeah, tell my boys, like, you know, my sons, dude, think about who you want picking your kids up from school. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
who you want to introduce to your family, because I'm telling you, you bring the wrong one over this way. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, like, think about it like that. Stop trying to go for the prize, man, and try to win the game.
Yeah.
and get the reward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't shoot for the baddest one, the finest one. Now, you can look up and get all that in one. That's rare.
Man, I would tell you, man, there is so many beautiful women that walk past people every single day, and you may not even look at them or glance at them because they don't have their breast out. They don't have on tight ass clothes. You know, they got their hair tied up. But those same women can go home and in an hour's time can literally be all of them women that got all that shit exposed in Kroger. You know what I'm saying? And the prize has been that's for us.
Yeah.
That ain't for everybody to be able to see.
Right.
But these young brothers, man, I'm telling you, they don't went past that so far. You almost got, women showing up in Kroger looking like
Yes,
this.
you do have them.
You know what I'm saying? Because they think this is the way to go catch them a dude.
Yeah. And you'll get attention, you won't get no retention. You're not gonna, you might get a husband like that. That shit ain't gonna work.
Nah.
Because y'all all in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, marriage take work. That shit take time. That take growing. You know, it's gonna be times when you grow apart because you're gonna grow at different times. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, it's worth it at the end because you don't put it in with somebody who now really know you. You really know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But our brothers, the young brothers, got to take the first step, man. Because if not, we ain't gonna have no husbands.
No.
The relationship gonna
The
look
family
like
dynamic ain't gonna
yeah. The women gonna be controlling the household, raising young men who turn into men who ain't never been raised by a man.
so don't know how to deal with a man.
So now we expect him to go find a wife. He's not, right?
Yep.
He's gonna have a long-term
No example.
girlfriend because that's what he saw,
Yeah.
right? And that become normal to him.
And I tell people all the time, man, you want to get ahead in life, marriage will do that for you.
Yeah.
You might have to take a step back because something might happen in the marriage. Maybe you get divorced. But dude, you will see life totally different, and you will execute totally different if you find you somebody you want to be with for the rest of your life. And a lot of people talk, oh man, I don't want to make it legal. I don't want to. Why?
They don't want the accountability, brother.
Because it's easy to slide if you don't.
That's why husbands are becoming
In danger.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because they don't want the responsibility of being a husband. They don't want to be accountable for the things that's required of a husband. And then they don't want to stand up when they don't do right. They ain't gonna stand on what you're supposed to. You came and said this is what I want to do. You got to stand on that. But so many brothers, man, I'm gonna make the rules up myself.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an open marriage.
Yeah. That
and then an entanglement.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Dumbest shit in the world, man.
And then our kids, right? They don't know nothing about this right now, so they still young, and the vision that they see every single day is the father that ain't really a husband. So everybody in the house got a different last name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when the kid go to school, his sister's last name is Smith, his last name Williams, and everybody like, what the hell, man? How that work?
Yep. They do. The craziest thing, I think I said it before, my father, when my mother passed, dude, he was like, man, I kicked myself in the ass because I should have made her do what she was supposed to do, and I should have did what the fuck I was supposed to do. That's, hindsight now, you know what I'm saying? But he said that. He's like, man, I that's on me. I said, damn, that's big. Wow.
But the young brothers they got to step up and decide, you know what, this ain't gonna just keep being my girlfriend, right? We're gonna do this right, and I'm gonna have to sacrifice. I'm gonna take some steps back, and some of this shit I ain't gonna agree with.
Yeah.
Right. Some of this shit I ain't gonna like.
Right.
But for the best for everybody, I'm gonna bow down. I'm gonna stand on this shit because that's what men do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be happy every single day.
No. Only two people get what they want.
We're
Women and
supposed to
children.
make people happy.
Yeah.
That's what providers do. And providing, and that's the other thing, man. Providing don't mean me financing your dreams. Right? There's a difference in providing and financing somebody's dreams.
Yep.
And a lot of young brothers do get turned off because they don't want to be the financier of somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not
that
gonna
scares
go,
people off.
man, I can't do that. You ain't never lived in no 5,000 square foot house. And all of a sudden, in order for me to date you, I got to be able to put you in that. Come on, man.
That scares a lot of brothers off.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I've been working, in the case of your homeboy in his 50s, I've been working all this time and building my 401k up and setting myself up to make sure I'm straight when I retire. I'm not going to waste that on this 2 or 3 years worth of you flex because you want to drive a $100,000 car and I got to be able to take you on exotic ass trips. Now, I ain't saying you can't have a nice car to drive within my means, right? And you can also take trips within my means.
Yeah, they are.
Right? But it's not going to be, something that I can't afford it. And I feel like at the end of the day, I am getting played. Because that you are getting played.
Yeah, you really are getting fucking played.
And I don't blame some of the young brothers in that aspect. If they're doing right and they got their shit together, then you do deserve to have somebody on that same path. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, they the ones that go looking for the one that's on the damn Instagram model page.
And a lot of these young dudes, man, like, they might look at being a husband as like you meek or you weak or something like that. But that's not the case. You don't have to flex on your wife in order to show that you're the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things you can say and do, behind the scenes or, low pro. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be, it ain't always raw. That's not being a man. That's not being a husband. You know what I'm saying? No. Sometimes you gotta let her vent. You just listen. Yeah. Walk away.
That's what your partner is, man. That's that give and take.
Yeah.
And if she can't vent to you, then she gonna go vent to somebody else. And now that relationship becomes just as strong as yours. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't be the sponge for your partner, then again, you ain't standing on what it's about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you gotta have somebody got to show you that structure of it ain't just me. I can't just be selfish about any of this.
Yeah.
Like, I got to really be the person who's flexible in all areas.
Right. And then let's not even factor in kids. Like, it blows my mind how women don't want to be husbands, but you'll be a baby daddy. That's crazy to me.
Again, no accountability, man. It's cool to have 3 or 4 kids, 3 or 4 baby mamas, and they'll tell you in a minute, oh man, I got 4 or 5 baby mamas, and they bragging on that.
Yeah.
Like, homeboy, that shit ain't cool.
No.
Like, some of your kids is getting a small percentage of you. Mm-hmm. They ain't getting a chance to wake up and see you every day and have that security feeling at night when they go to sleep that their parents is home.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't think about that shit. Their kids, all they think about is themselves. Mm-hmm. They ain't thinking about what the kids actually seeing. And I drive all of that back to the brothers. If you showing up at this chick house at 10 o'clock at night and your MO is you there from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning and all her kids are seeing this interaction, shame on you.
Yeah, big time. And shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You might have that plan to be with somebody and say you're going to work this thing out. And, shit happens, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't work out. You definitely don't stay together just for the kids' sake, because you don't want the kids to argue and fight.
No.
And you being sad or mad or the mother being like that. So when I say shit happens, y'all don't have to fall out and hate each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
You can still have a family dynamic, blended family. What's the other terms they use?
Co-parenting.
Like, you can do all that. It can be done.
Oh yeah,
it can be fucking done.
But it does start, man, with the courting, the getting to know each other, the being able to have the conversations. Because if you stick with somebody and you date somebody long enough, you're gonna find the right person. Mm-hmm. You're gonna find who the real person is. Yeah. But so many times, the relationship is in full swing in the first 2 months. They don't even know each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And nowadays, man, first couple months. The relationship in 90 days is damn near at move-in stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't even got a chance to even get to know anything about each other outside of the superficial.
Yeah.
And then when the superficial don't work anymore, there ain't nothing to fall back on. Mm-hmm. But it's too late because now you got a couple kids.
Yeah. Because we going out, we eating out every day, we hanging out, we going to all the shows. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the norm, man. You can't have a real life like that. You just really throwing away your money. I ain't saying you can't enjoy yourself and have a good time, but those are the things you do as a single person when you're young. Mm-hmm. Your life can't revolve around jacking all your money on dumb shit and then expecting there to be a relationship.
Yeah. And at the same time, you showing her you kind of fiscally irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you blowing through your bread to try to please her or impress her. A real one would be like, hey, yo, my man. Didn't you say you make such and such a year? We ain't got to do all this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever have young dudes, if you ever run into a female and she give you some advice like that, you might want to lock that one down.
But you ain't going to get that advice from the one that's on the Instagram page, bro. You ain't gonna get that advice.
You want what you got.
You ain't about to get that. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to blow that.
They run away from the women that do that.
Yeah.
Because now it becomes you're trying to tell me what to do.
Oh,
you're not my mother.
Oh yeah.
You know. So they run from those.
Yeah. And that's another thing.
Sucks.
Again, but that's the accountability side. You know what I'm saying? Because the real woman gonna say, look, man, you make $70,000 a year. You can't afford to keep spending $5,000 a month on us having fun.
Right. Exactly.
We can't go to the club and you spend $300 every time we go to the club just for us to have a section to sit at.
Mm-hmm.
So that by the time you spend your section and then you buy some drinks and a dinner, you $500-$600 in the club.
Come on.
You don't spend damn near your whole paycheck on one night of entertainment.
You could have put that in the house.
Somebody who really want to have a future with you, they immediately see that that's stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they gonna step into you. But just like you said, them the ones they running from.
Yeah.
Because she ain't gonna tell me what to do. She can control me. No, they ain't really control you. They can actually stand outside of what's happening and see this ain't gonna end well.
Yeah. Because this boy ain't got it all.
Like, this ain't gonna end well. You ain't. You know, and shame on them for trying to be the cats that's on the Instagrams and all that flexing like they doing it like that.
And I'll say to young dudes or even dudes our age that want to get married, dude, act like you want to get married. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Stand the fuck up. That woman that you pick, you sent her through the motherfucking trials. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to do this. You down with that? Let's do this. You down with that? Take her feedback. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And be willing to listen.
Stand the fuck up and engage yourself. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want to be a fucking husband, because you'd be surprised, man, there's a lot of dudes, they want to be a husband.
Man,
they do.
If we had as many people that say they want to be a husband actually become husbands, bro, we will change.
Bro, we'll change our dynamic.
Man.
But the other side of that coin is they're quick to want to move in with a woman. And they're quick to want to vacation with this woman. But they slow to say, you know what, woman, I want to marry you.
Yeah, I'm going to put this ring on.
Like, it always takes years for that.
Yeah.
But it takes a few weeks.
Back to what you said.
Like, it's
you're
weird.
not held accountable if I'm just dating you and smashing and treat you good, maybe even if we have a kid, hey, I still can ease out the back door. Pay a little child support, but I ain't got to worry about divorce and house split.
So I think about the ones that find the girl that said, no, you know what? I'm really going to like that. You know what I'm saying? If you really like me, this is what I like.
Yeah.
I want to get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to take it a little slower.
Yeah. I like that.
Our path ain't going to be as fast. It ain't going to be, 60 and 60.
I ain't got to move in.
No, we ain't doing it.
What y'all been doing all this time?
We've been straight all along.
You know what I'm saying? Stay where you at.
And if you that head over heels over me in 90 days, like really?
Prove it. Prove it.
That ain't normal, right?
And
so
prove
you
it.
Slow down and just take your time and let the shit actually work. And now that part I'm going to put on the women. Because if the women actually decide, nigga, I don't care how much money you got. If your pants ain't pulled up, you ain't got good personal hygiene.
Boy, that hygiene.
Actually, living like a man supposed to live, we not dating. Matter of fact, not only are we not dating, you can't even call me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so many of them get caught up with, this little dude getting some money.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't forget about all of those other things, chasing the fact that they think he getting money.
And that's one thing women really don't know about us. And I'm about to give up the guy code right now. You got to make us do shit.
Oh,
like straight up and down. Like, you can say this, you can say that, you can suggest. No, you got to make a man do something. And if you can make that man do that shit, you got money.
Yeah.
You got
money. And I'm telling you right now, if he into you and he really about that, he'll pull his pants up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he really into you, he gonna make sure every time you see him, he gonna be clean. He gonna have his shit gonna be together. When he go to meet your parents, he gonna have it. He gonna be in line.
Yeah.
Now he could be the hardest dude in the block, during the day.
Yeah.
But when you come around,
yeah,
he gonna straight up and fly right.
Yeah.
Because you important.
Yeah.
Now when the females start making it that, we in.
Yeah.
We all the way in. When they start making it, you know what? No, we can't even kick it. We can't have no conversation until you starting to do right.
Yeah.
Them cats will come up out of that shit, man.
And I'm working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it right. Saying, baby, this is our season. No, I ain't taking their advice. And I'm working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it right. Saying, baby, this is our season. No, I ain't taking their advice.